Hello guys, how are you doing? In this video we will see unfamiliar facts about our friend in the sky, the moon. But before we move on, don't forget to hit that subscription button to get notified on our posts. Fact number 1, did you know the moon is not actually spherical? Despite its appearance in the night sky, our natural satellite is nowhere near round. In fact, the moon is shaped like a lemon, with flattened poles and bulges on both the near and far side around its equator. This strange shape is thought to have been created during interactions with Earth soon after its formation. Fact number 2, the moon is drifting away from the Earth. In a rare discovery, scientists have found that the moon is slowly drifting away from the Earth. The moon is the only natural satellite revolving around the Earth. Earlier, it was assumed that the moon used to remain at a constant distance from Earth because of gravitational pull, but the new discovery has raised several questions about moon. According to NASA, the moon is slowly drifting away from Earth by 3.8 centimeters per year. Fact number 3, is there water on the moon? For centuries, astronomers debated whether water exists on Earth's closest neighbor. In 2020, data from NASA's SOFIA mission confirmed water exists in the sunlit area of the lunar surface as molecules of H2O embedded within, or perhaps sticking to the surface of, grains of lunar dust. This is in the form of ice trapped within dust and minerals on and under the surface. It has been detected on areas of the lunar surface that are in permanent shadow and are therefore very cold, enabling the ice to survive. The water on the moon was likely delivered to the surface by comets. Fact number 4, the moon makes the Earth move as well as the tides. Everyone knows that the moon is partly responsible for causing the tides of our oceans and seas on Earth, with the sun also having an effect. However, as the moon orbits the Earth, it also causes a tide of rock to rise and fall in the same way as it does with the water. The effect is not as dramatic as with the oceans, but nevertheless it is a measurable effect, with the solid surface of the Earth moving by several centimeters with each tide. Fact number 5, the moon always shows Earth the same face. The moon keeps the same face pointing towards the Earth because its rate of spin is tidally locked so that it is synchronized with its rate of revolution, the time needed to complete one orbit. In other words, the moon rotates exactly once every time it circles the Earth. Fact number 6, the moon has a complicated legal status. In 1967, the USA, Russia, China, and India all signed the Outer Space Treaty, which declared the moon as the property of the human race as a whole. It also banned the building of military bases on the moon or placing weapons of mass destruction on its surface. A few years later, 18 smaller nations also signed the Moon Agreement in 1979, which further banned commercial development of the moon by any nation. Fact number 7, the composition of the moon's atmosphere presents a mystery of its own. Today, we know that moon's atmosphere is made up of argon, helium, neon, sodium, polonium, potassium, and radon. However, scientists still debate why it doesn't have oxygen and nitrogen like other atmospheres. Strangely enough, the moon's crust has both of these elements along with magnesium, hydrogen, and carbon. Until now, scientists haven't figured out why these elements are present on its surface, but not its atmosphere. Fact number 8, only 12 people have ever walked on the moon. There are only 12 people in the history of mankind who have walked on the moon. It started with Neil Armstrong in 1969 as part of the Apollo 11 mission and ended with Gene Cernan in 1972 on the Apollo 17 mission. What is interesting to know is that all 12 people were from the USA. Fact number 9, the moon has its own quakes, called as moonquakes. Just like the Earth, the moon has its own quakes. These are caused by the gravitational pull of the Earth. Lunar astronauts used seismographs on their visits to the moon and found that small moonquakes occurred several kilometers beneath the surface, causing ruptures and cracks. Scientists think the moon has a molten core, just like Earth. Fact number 10, during the 1950s, the USA considered detonating a nuclear bomb on the moon. It is true, in the era of 1950, the USA planned to detonate the moon with nuclear bomb. The secret project was during the height Cold War was known as a study of lunar research flights or Project A119 and meant as a show of strength, at a time they were lagging behind in the space race. I think you found this video interesting. Don't forget to like this video and hit the subscription button. If you have any comments and ideas, please leave them in the comment box.